What's up, guys? James Palms here. Oh, back home here. I think it's August 27th today, 2014. So back home from the Caribbean, and it's a hot day today. I was just cutting the grass and I had to jump in the pool. Yeah, it's like about 32, 31 Celsius with lots of humidity. Felt gorgeous. Even coming home from the Caribbean, sometimes this time of the year it could be a little cooler. And I mean, it's not too cold, but it feels cooler when you're just some really hot places. But actually, it's felt really nice. It was actually warmer when I left Florida. It was actually warmer. It felt warmer here. I don't know if the temperature is probably pretty similar, but definitely felt warmer here when I got home. So, which was yesterday, later on at night. So, and it was a beautiful hot night last night. So, yeah, I'm gonna take you guys around, show you guys the Palms. We'll do a quick yard update, full yard update here. All right. So right here in the pool, we got the big mama here, looking great, of course. Full fronds. Got a lot of, some of these ones here, there's a little bit of a gap just right there. Some of those are getting tugged down by the weight of those, thousands and thousands of seeds that are on it. I don't know though, I don't think I can trim them off just yet. I think you're supposed to wait a little bit. Last time I took them off, I think it was in February or March. You can see right there just an insane amount of seeds. This has got to be like 40 pounds or more. So yeah, they'll have to come off. I don't know. I think I just tie it up in the box and I'm able to get them to stay in there, and then I trim them off when I open it up to look at it, like February or March. If I'm taking the box down in March, I can wait till then too. But yeah, let's look at the Christmas palm here. We'll get out. It's got a few new fronds on it. Yeah, a couple new fronds here. This one here is just opening right here. This one here is just finishing up opening. There's another one coming down. So this palm on the right here has 5 fronds on it, and the one on the left has 4 on it. But starting to look good. You can see the trunk here starting to swell again because this was really skinny and out from the winter, and starting to thicken up nicely. I wasn't sure. I forgot to bring home some fertilizer. I wasn't sure if it was going to need fertilizer and repotting to kick in, but this year seems to do fine. So maybe next year I'll do the repotting and the fertilizer. Cicadas are singing away here. Thousands of pounds of seed. This guy here is getting up there. This palm tree here is like 16 feet tall, and that one there is, you can see it's getting up there. It's let's come down here and check her out here. This thing's growing like mad too. Flowers still look good. I didn't water them, didn't have anybody water them. Hibiscus came out okay. I'm gonna back up here, get a look at that at this Mexican fan palm that I grew from seed. This is the one that I have all the videos on, that I do an annual video, so I'll be doing one soon, right around I don't know, sometime early September. Probably got about a month of growing season left right now. Probably maybe just over a month, just under a month. This one here, still doing great, but it didn't put out as many fronds. It finds when I have them, I find when I end up having to clip them all off when it grew too quick. A little bit slower for these guys seems to be the ticket. Then it kind of stunts them a bit, because then this one had a little bit of a head start, a couple fronds on it to go, and then it boosted it. Some people tried to tell me before, cut all the leaves off these, all the fronds off these Mexican fan palms and they grow quicker. That's not really been my experience, but I've never tried like cutting every single leaf off, but I usually end up doing it. And this one had no leaves, this one had a couple. You can see the difference yourself. And last year it was the opposite. So it's not like one's growing faster than the other always, because this one looked way better last year at the end of the year, and this one looked like that or worse. It only put out about 4 or 5 fronds. So this year it did way better. It has to have put out about 10 fronds now. There's got to be like 4 or 5 in there just in the front here, and it's got almost full size fronds right now. These are huge. This is taller than me, probably about 8 feet in the air to the tips of those at least, maybe even a little higher. Beautiful though, absolutely gorgeous. And the other Mexican fan palm I grew from seed, that's from the series How to Grow Your Mexican Fan Palm from Seed. Little Phoenix Ricolana here, doing good. I just repotted it before I left. Seems to be pumping out. I think I put grass fertilizer in these because I didn't have anything else. I think I put a few scoops of grass fertilizer. Same thing with the palmetto. Some people said don't use any fertilizer if you don't have palm fertilizer, but I've used it before. It seems to work. It's not perfectly formulated, just don't go heavy. Should be fine. You had to cut the grass. The grass is about a foot long. Luckily we had lots of rain, but some of my neighbor's grass are a little dry if you hadn't been cutting it short, but because I wasn't cutting it at all for the past like month. But yeah, you can get a good look here. Still looks good, still got lots of fronds on it, but this one here is the star of the show at this point here for these guys I grew from seed. Getting really big. This is gonna fill its way right to the pool deck and over my patio, and I'll be probably trimming off fronds for a few years, but you can see that, like, I mean, it will only take a few years for this to reach the same height as that guy. Just the speed of growth is incredible. And to think that I just brought that home from a seed 6 years ago. Or this might be the 7th year. So it might be almost 7 years since I brought the seed home. The trunk is looking great. Fronds are just coming out of here. This thing is awesome. The plane, so proud of that one. This one too. It makes it so much more special when you grew it from seed. It's nice buying them big too, like this guy here. But yeah, this guy here, the growth is ridiculous. This is getting up that 16-foot range here, probably. These top fronds here got to be in that at least 14, 15 feet range, probably. I got a 10-foot step, I think it is, a 10-foot step ladder, and it won't come close to those now. I'll be standing on my tippy toes. I'm not sure. I might have to bulb this one out a good amount. This looks nicer than some the ones I've seen in Florida for sure. Actually, quite a few of them. So looking great, and definitely in the medium to thick range of trunk. Looking really good. Trunk's actually looking like it's been fattening up a little bit. I can see right here in the corner here, you can see a root kind of sticking out, and I can actually see like a bulge. It's actually, the bottom used to dip in quite a bit more. The bottom's actually gradually over time, the bottom's actually flaring out. I think I got to keep pushing soil against it. The bottom of the trunk is getting bigger and bigger. So it's still not done expanding. You would think it is, but you'll see more of those cracks as they get bigger and deeper, and I guess it's still not quite done expanding. So this thing is, if you were here, this thing is breathtaking. I mean, you got to stand back 20 feet from the palm to really see it all and appreciate the size and beauty. But I can't even get close to a lot of this stuff now. It's just doing great. This thing, like, I mean, every year it takes off, but this year it really took off. I can't imagine in a couple of years it's going to be insane. But let's come over here. Rev up your air conditioners for sure today. We've got thousands of seeds here. This is a full yard update. This one here's got less seed than the ones in the back, but the first year it didn't put out hardly any little seed stalks. This one here has got quite a bit more. But even when it didn't put out, I just left them on and I kind of just let them rot. And then when I trimmed them off in the, I don't know if it was the spring or the winter, I think it might have been the winter, I trimmed them off. And I guess most of them fell because they were so dry, they just all started knocking off and started falling. So now I got thousands of these, and the mower's hitting them everywhere. Thousands and thousands of little baby palms here. They're everywhere. And I didn't even think there was that many seed, but now with the heat and the moisture this year here, they're just taking off. So yeah, looking good though. Got quite a bit of trunk on it now. These things were little 5-gallon palms when I brought them home, up well over the roof. This gets afternoon sun now, and so is this one. This one's in a worse location, but it's been getting sun now for a few years now, and it's gonna get that head up well above the house. I don't know, at one point I never trim any fronds off this. At one point I might trim some of the lower fronds so I can get some light back in those windows and just have the canopy above the roof. It might take a few more years, but this thing's getting really big. I think I gotta reshape these garden beds though to allow me. These are a bit of a bitch doing these boxes. I gotta reshape the garden beds a little bit to let me get into them a little bit better there. And this one here, I forgot to trim those flowers off. It's got 2 dead fronds on it and 1 dying. That's not bad though, only a couple per year. Looking great. Still opening up lots of fronds. Very tidy look to this one. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's a full yard update, guys. So I did cut the grass. Needs some fertilizer badly. It's got a bit of fungus in it and stuff like that from all the rain and keeping it too long, but still looks great. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. More palm tree videos here in Southern Ontario and beyond, of course. All right, later.